Channel 11 News starts with severe weather Team 11 coverage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Storms left a path of damage in our area last night. The wind and heavy rain brought down part of this home in North Braddock, and now it's demolition day. And Channel 11 viewers are helping us set the scene. A viewer sent us these pictures from Washington. Strong winds there uprooted a tree, knocking wires onto a car.
And check this out. A car caught fire at a hotel in Harmer, and then strong winds fueled the flames, damaging even more cars. More on all of the damage in a moment. First, storms have moved through, but they left some chilly weather.
And we're going to struggle to get out of the 30s today. Yikes, we're not used to that. Let's get right over to meteorologist Scott Harbaugh, who's tracking these chilly changes for us. Scott?
We have not budged since 6 o'clock this morning. It's still in the mid-30s right now with a wind chill in the mid-20s. Current temperature at Pittsburgh International, 35 degrees as we look live into downtown Pittsburgh. Now 34 in Butler, 37 in Greensburg. Factor in the wind. And at noon on November 1st, we have wind chills widespread in the 20s right now. There is some clearing back to the west. You can see on the visible satellite, so we will start to pull some sunshine out. That will get the temperatures up a bit this afternoon, but high school football games tonight, the playoffs, first round, are going to be cold. Temperature 40 degrees at kickoff in mostly clear skies. Now, it's going to be a chilly weekend. Couple sprinkles, couple flurries. I'm tracking wind with an updated storm tracker that I'm putting together. I'll have that for you in just about 15 minutes.
Now back to that crumbling house in North Braddock. It started falling yesterday when the storms first pushed through. But neighbors say it has been a problem for years. The damage so bad, it is demo day for the rest of the house. Channel 11's Mike Holden joins us live in North Braddock with a look at what's happening there now. Mike?
Gordon, neighbors told us it's about time. They say this was a clear eyesore and a danger to everyone living in this community. We've been watching and waiting throughout the course of this morning. We got here at 4:15. We heard demolition was going to happen, and now I want to set the scene for you. We've moved back about a block over. You can see the caution tape right here, and way off in the distance, that excavator, we'll stay with this live picture right now, is starting to move in closer to this home. It's that yellow house that's leaning sideways, and you can see from our live images right now as that excavator backs up a little bit, there's some crews looking right here. Now, I've talked with quite a few of these folks throughout the course of this morning. My colleague Michelle Newell was out here as well as that crane raises closer. They said that this has been an issue for a decade with kids going in and out of this home. They said there have been squatters, and they said they were ultimately very, very concerned about what would happen in the future. Now, as you're watching right here, it appears they are beginning to take maybe possibly the first swipe at the top of this home, but they're also removing some of these trees as well. So I'm going to pause for 1 second, and I'll allow you to listen in right here. And that's the first swipe of the tree. Now, as this is going live on air, I do want to tell you we had the chance to talk with a number of folks. We'll toss to these sound bites right here, and then we'll come back out live.
It was a gush of wind, and it just moved more, and I'm worried about it. I don't know whether it's going to go back, side, front. Where is it going to go?
It's really about time. There's so many around here. Anything can happen. You know, there's kids and stuff, so that's always been on my mind. It's always a thing. But, you know, I guess, you know, it's up to everybody to put the time and the effort into taking care of what's going on.
And this is the timing right here, a live look only on Channel 11 News right now. You are seeing this house being torn apart, the excavator tearing through this home right here along Cliff Street in North Braddock. And you're about to watch, look right here, the first portion crumble, striking the ground, and now they're going to continue to tear away at the top portion. Now, I do want to remind everyone, as you're watching this live on air on Channel 11 News, there are some neighboring properties as well, and the big concern was over this. Collapsing into those homes right next door. Now, this appears to be a successful mission, a long-awaited effort, but that's not the end of this story, as you are seeing this excavator just digging away and crews watching from a distance. We've talked with a number of neighbors out here, and they say this is just one of several homes in this community. So coming up on Channel 11 News starting at 5, we're going to dive deeper into the demolition efforts right now as we're live on TV, plus much more on the community efforts to remove blight. Look for the latest live updates starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting live in North Braddock, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
All right, thanks, Mike. Take a look at this video of a car fire in Harmer Township. Look at the flames there. According to our trip partners, the car caught fire in a parking lot of a hotel around 6:30 this morning. Investigators say a man staying in the hotel started his Mercedes to warm it up and then went back inside. Strong winds caused that fire to spread, destroying 2 other cars and then damaging 3 more on top of that. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
New at noon, all lanes are back open on Route 51 after a deadly crash. It happened around 9 this morning on Sawmill Run near Moordale Street. Police say a 60-year-old woman was killed in the 2-car crash. The driver of the other car was seriously injured.
The investigation's young at the moment, but there seemed to be some indication that there may have been a medical emergency.
They're still trying to piece together what happened. We'll let you know as soon as we learn more. And the latest on a deadly crash in Beaver County. We first followed this as breaking news last night at 11. A car and a pickup crashed on Broadhead Road in Hopewell Township. Witnesses tell us a husband and wife in one of the cars were on their way to dinner. 2 brothers who were working at their family pizza shop heard the crash and went outside to help.
Me and this other woman helped her to the guardrail. She had blood dripping down her hand, saying her chest hurt.
1 person was killed, but right now the name has not been released. 2 other people were taken to the hospital.
A big project is just getting underway in Oakland, right in the middle of Pitt's campus. A section of Bigelow Boulevard will be shut down well into next year. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer joins us live now. Liz?
Hey, Gordon. Yeah, so it's from Forbes to 5th, where you can see Bigelow Boulevard is blocked by a fence and signs as workers begin phase 1 of a project meant to improve safety and accessibility. A busy section of Pitt's campus looking even more chaotic Friday, with detour signs all around, helping travelers navigate a closure that'll last for quite some time. Until mid-August of next year, a block of Bigelow Boulevard will be closed by the Cathedral of Learning and the William Pitt Union Building, the result of a transformation project involving expanded sidewalks and crosswalks, an improved bus stop area, a new pathway, and a new outdoor space for student activities. Students we spoke with look forward to those changes, but wish they could be here sooner.
I think it's a little long because I actually just texted my friends, why are they closing it for a whole year? Because I don't know, a lot of stuff goes on there, and I don't know, I think it's just too long for them to make sidewalks, but I mean, if it's going to be better for us, for the students, then it should be fine.
And we just moved over to the Union Building. Want to let you know phase 2 begins next month, mid-December, and the grounds here will be closed at that time, along with nearby sidewalks. We'll have more on that and more on ways to help you get around this coming up tonight at 5. Reporting live in Oakland, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
New information just into the newsroom. The driver who was rescued from a Shaler Township creek yesterday has been released from the hospital. Police just told us 76-year-old Paul Skrull was released late last night. We brought you this breaking news yesterday when he went over a steep hill along Elfinwild Road and landed upside down in Pine Creek.
A woman accused of setting fire to 2 pizza shops turned herself in. Overnight, police told us Nicole Dawson was booked at the Allegheny County Jail. Police say Dawson tried to set fire to Pizza Milano on 5th Avenue and Cafe Milano on 6th Street. There were people in both of those restaurants at the time. You might recognize Dawson. Here she is, spot shadowed. She's been in the spotlight for participating in the protests surrounding the Antoine Rose shooting. The trial for Tree of Life synagogue shooting suspect will not be held until after the Jewish holidays next year. Members of Dor Hadash are praising a judge's decision not to start Robert Bauer's trial until after Rosh Hashanah. The prosecution wanted to start September 14th, 2020, just days before the holiday. The prosecutor said they meant no disrespect. They were just trying to get the process moving.
We do appreciate that the judge is just looking out for the interests of the victims, their families, and the congregations.
The judge said she received letters from 2 congregations to change the date. A date will not be set until all pretrial motions are resolved.
A man who police called a dangerous sex offender is back in jail. James McCrae was arraigned overnight. He's accused of assaulting a 16-year-old girl in his Northside neighborhood after offering her a ride. He was out on parole after 3 previous assault and rape convictions. A man who abandoned a car outside the FBI's Southside office has turned himself in. The agency says the man appears to have some sort of mental illness, and he's now getting help. We told you yesterday about the cryptic message painted on the side of the car. It said things about Russia, micro radio devices, and hypnosis. The bomb squad was called in, but they didn't find anything. The FBI says there is no danger to the public.
The owner of 2 local massage parlors was arrested for running a prostitution ring. Feng Yu's son was arrested Wednesday. She owns Pink Bodyworks Asian Massage and Health Spa 2 in Peters Township. State police say the bust comes after 8 undercover operations where she and her employees performed massages and offered sexual services for more money. A judge would not let her bond out because of the chance that she might take off.
An inappropriate email was sent to students at Ringgold High School. The principal says the incident involved messages, images, and videos shared through Gmail accounts and Google Groups. He said certain messages were blocked from school-used computers, but students used personal cell phones and other tech to spread it. The IT department is investigating. A local family knows their child was acting out in school.
But they say school security went way too far when they put a 6-year-old in handcuffs.
You're supposed to be able to go to school and be supported.
Now they are taking legal action, the Target 11 exclusive.
He was wanted by police all around the country, accused of stealing man's identity and captured at a local Best Buy. How the store manager helped make that arrest.
Cold air in place and a reinforcing shot for the weekend. I'm tracking who's going to see some rain and snow as we head towards Saturday night.
And washing your hands to avoid the flu doesn't seem like a tough job, right? Why some doctors say we're doing it all wrong.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Amazing people are having a big impact all over rural America. Small town, big deal. Weekdays at 3:30 p.m. on WPXI. Nightmare.
I was so hysterically crying and screaming. They took Nalani, they took Nalani.
An Amber Alert, a days-long search, and a tragic discovery. Nalani Johnson's mom breaks her silence. Tonight at 5, only on Channel 11 News. Pittsburgh's chief meteorologist, Stephen Cropper, tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
A man wanted all across the country, captured in Westmoreland County. The manager of a Best Buy got suspicious when the suspect showed up twice in 2 days. Channel 11's Melanie Marcelco learned how police say he was able to buy a man's identity for $100.
The driver's license that information was put on would have fooled you and I. It also fooled the technology at Best Buy.
It's an identity theft case so real and so elaborate it duped store clerks all over the nation.
It was fraudulently manufactured.
Von Lawhorn is a wanted man across the country, but he got caught up at the Best Buy in Greensburg when police say he tried to use a fake driver's license and a local man's credit card account to buy thousands in electronics. But his luck ran out.
The manager comes over, asks some additional questions, and stops the transaction.
The driver's license Lawhorn showed at Best Buy had his face, but a Penn Township man's address. Police say he bought it all on the dark web for just under $100.
For that $100 came the victim's identity, date of birth, address, credit history, where he had available credit, what the balance of that available credit was, so that he knew what store to go to and how much he could spend.
Lawhorn didn't end up getting away with anything from Best Buy that day, but police say he showed up 2 days later in the same clothes with the same fake ID and tried to buy a MacBook again.
It just so happens that the very same store manager is working. So he basically tries the very same thing the very next day.
Penn Township police called state troopers and they took Lawhorn into custody.
Opportunities like this, where we have an opportunity to pick somebody up, bring them back here, question them so that we can learn as much as we can about this process. That doesn't happen all of the time.
Melanie Marcelco, Channel 11 News.
Newcastle police are working to stop rumors saying they only cause panic. They posted their Facebook page after someone claimed on social media that there was an active shooter at a school. Police sent out a Facebook message saying it was completely false. Police were on Lutton Street yesterday to serve a search warrant. It had nothing to do with the learning center that was also on that street. The Humane Society now says about 200 animals were rescued from properties in Denora and Monessen. That's about 50 more animals than originally counted. Rescuers say they found the animals living in terrible conditions at a home in Monessen and at an old church in Denora. Those animals include cats, dogs, and chickens. They've been moved to a shelter where they're now getting care.
Incredible video captured a high-speed chase in Myrtle Beach that could have ended badly. Take a look. This dashcam video released by police is from September. State troopers got a call about a reckless driver and they found her speeding down Highway 31. At one point, troopers box in the car and it looks like the chase is over, but as one trooper approaches, the driver backs up and drives in the opposite direction. Lines of cars swerve to the side as the car starts heading the wrong way. That's where they were trying to box it in right there, but a short time later, state troopers arrested the woman behind the wheel.
A Pittsburgh mother says she is tired of evacuating her family whenever a strong storm rolls through. She lives in Overbrook, where flooding has been a problem for years. The city was considering buying up the homes along Provost Road, but that's not going to happen now anytime soon. Last year, Pittsburgh Councilman Anthony Coghill began pushing a $2 million plan for the city to buy the homes, but it recently fell through when the mayor's office refused to include the money in the city's 2020 budget. But Betty Booth, who lives in one of those homes, is tired of the whole thing.
My husband's 70 and I'm going to be 70 and our daughter's disabled, so this isn't working too well, just the stress, the aggravation from this.
Councilman Coghill says they did set up a task force that meets twice a month to try to figure out a solution to this. At this point, neighbors say they would just be happy if the city simply cleaned the creek to help cut down on the flooding.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Now, fortunately, several days to dry out as we go through the weekend and into the first part of next week. Now, today, bitter cold in comparison to yesterday. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not 0-degree wind chills, but compared to yesterday afternoon in the mid-60s, wind chill in the mid-20s right now is a drastic and sharp contrast. Notice visible satellite sun is trying to make its way in. We will see a brightening sky this afternoon that will help get the temperatures up into the 40s. Right now, we have gone nowhere. 35 in Pittsburgh. Sun just popping out in Zanesville, up to 39 degrees right now. So that will be the shift during the course of the afternoon, getting some of these 30s close to the 40-degree mark or in to the low 40s. You folks in Franklin, I don't think you're going to make it. You're at 33 right now. 34 degrees in Butler, 37 in Greensburg, and Pittsburgh, 35 degrees. How about Deep Creek Lake? 2 degrees below freezing right now, and some folks down near Oakland, Maryland, woke up with a dusting of snow on their car this morning. Just another harsh reminder that November is definitely here. Now, those winds are going to continue to back off during the afternoon into the evening. So high school football games tonight, not much of a wind. The air temperature about 40 degrees at kickoff. Keep in mind, it's a blankets, heavy coat sort of night for the high school football playoffs tonight. Your skylights forecast, 40 degrees at kickoff with mainly clear skies. Don't forget all the highlights from all the biggest playoff games tonight right here on Channel 11 beginning at 11:15 on Channel 11 News 11 at 11. Mainly clear overnight tonight. Cold night. 30 for the overnight low, but not a lot of wind, so not a lot of additional wind chill. Tomorrow's going to be pretty good. We're going to start off with some sunshine, get some increasing clouds late in the day, and temperatures will be noticeably warmer tomorrow, though still on the chilly side. Next week, little wave comes in tomorrow night. Notice storm tracker at noon. Sunshine across the area. Here come the clouds at 7 o'clock. A couple sprinkles developing during the evening. Could end as a couple snow flurries late at night, first thing Sunday morning. By Sunday morning, best chance of a few snow flurries north of the I-80 corridor, east into the mountains. Once again, much like last night and early this morning, anything that does fall is definitely not going to stick, except maybe in the highest elevations of the mountains of Maryland in West Virginia. Don't forget, Saturday night, turn the clocks back, get that extra hour of sleep. Unfortunately, sunset on Sunday is at 5:15 in the afternoon. The actual air temperature only making it back to about 42 degrees. Rest of your 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Brief little warm-up to start the week. Next week, Monday, partly sunny, 52 degrees, 53 on Tuesday with scattered showers. Even though that is warmer than what we're going to see this weekend, it's still running several degrees below normal.
A Target store could be going into the old Kaufman's building downtown. What will make this store different than the one you're used to shopping at?
Ready, set, shop. The Black Friday deals you can find right now. News at 5, covering more news in Westmoreland County. For the second straight year, Kohl's is the first major retailer to put out its Black Friday ad. The chain posted the 64-page sale online early this morning, and you can already get the deals with more than 100 bargains available through Sunday. Kohl's stores will open 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving ahead of the actual Black Friday. A number of stores are offering big deals you can take advantage of right now. Big names like Target and Amazon are rolling out new discounts extra early, both in the store and online. Target shoppers can now get free shipping on hundreds of thousands of products with no minimum or membership. Amazon is already pushing out new pre-Black Friday discounts, and not to be outdone, Walmart has rolled out an early access sale with rare deals on iPads and other Apple products. Shopping is expected to jump 14% this year, half of that coming from smartphones alone.
One of the reasons that we're seeing people shopping online is it has been more convenient, and a lot of us have a shopping mall in our pockets now via our smartphone.
Combine that with 6 fewer days between Thanksgiving and Christmas this year, and shoppers have more reason to cash in early. If you plan on waiting until Thanksgiving to start your holiday shopping, the Monroeville and Westmoreland malls have announced that they will be closed on the holiday. You can find that story right now on WPXI.com, and we'll continue to update our website as more businesses announce their holiday hours.
A new report says that Target is thinking about opening a store downtown in the old Kaufman building. Florida-based Fontainebleau Development is working on a deal to buy the building, and our partners at Pittsburgh Business Times say that sources indicate Target has been in advanced talks. The new store would be smaller than a typical store, which Target is trying to try out in urban areas. Fontainebleau Development owns hotels and resorts around the world, most notably the Fontainebleau in Miami, which was the old hangout for Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack in their heyday.
A local family admits their child was acting out in school.
But they say school security went too far when they put a 6-year-old in handcuffs.
You're supposed to be able to go to school and be supported.
Now they're taking legal action. The Target 11 exclusive next.
Chilly weekend in store, and I'm tracking when you can see some sprinkles and flurries in your neighborhood.
Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News now brings you the 7-day forecast on your screen all the time.
During all of our weather reports, you'll see the forecast for the next 7 days on your screen.
With nearly 70 years of forecasting Pittsburgh weather,
And that pattern's going to continue.
no one has more weather knowledge than Severe Weather Team 11.
Just in time for the morning
And
rush.
now you don't have to wait for the 7-day forecast.
Westmoreland County.
Watch Severe Weather Team 11's 7-day forecast on Channel 11 News every day.
Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Temperatures were in the 60s. Can you believe it? Just yesterday at this time now, the storms and strong winds pushed a cold front right through.
Now we're struggling to get out of the 30s. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh's in Severe Weather Center 11. It's got a chilly night for high school football, too.
Yeah, temperatures only going to be in the upper 30s and low 40s this evening. We have barely been able to climb out of the mid-30s so far today. But as you look live at Tower Camp off in the distance, you can see a little bit of brightening sky. So we will begin to push these clouds out this afternoon. 35 in Pittsburgh right now. 34 in Butler, 37 in Greensburg. Only making it to 43 this afternoon. The clouds will begin to break. Still a couple flurries and sprinkles out there. I am updating the forecast for the weekend, the timing on any sort of rain or snow shower that might come into the picture and impact your weekend plans. I'll have that for you coming up in 15 minutes.
You're supposed to be able to go to school and be supported. You're not supposed to go to school and be handcuffed and physically abused.
Handcuffed and assaulted. A family says that's what happened to their first grader inside this elementary school. That family is suing Pittsburgh Public Schools in federal court.
The family fears this might happen to other children, and they say that is the main reason for coming forward. Investigator Rick Earl has the Target 11 exclusive.
I'm angry. I'm not surprised. I'm just mad it happened to someone in my family.
Fela Turner's 7-year-old grandson was handcuffed by a school police officer here at Liberty Elementary in Shadyside after throwing a tantrum in class. Court documents say he repeatedly destroyed school property, threw objects, pushed staff members, and failed to follow directives. Turner and his daughter have now filed a federal lawsuit accusing the district of civil rights violations and excessive force.
You're supposed to be able to go to school and be supported. You're not supposed to go to school and be handcuffed and physically abused and locked indoors and choked.
The suit also claims a teacher placed his knee on his back while he lay on the floor, and another time reportedly choked him. The suit says the principal physically prevented him from leaving a small room. Turner says his grandson told him that happened on multiple occasions, but Turner says school administrators never mentioned it.
There are permanent things that you're writing in his book that's not true. What the truth is that he tore up a classroom because you locked the door.
Turner says his grandson began having behavioral problems in kindergarten, but didn't get the help he needed. He was ultimately diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and oppositional defiance disorder. The lawsuit claims the district failed to provide any recommendations regarding interventions and support that could be implemented in the school setting.
He didn't get it, and no. And what he got was he was a problem. That's what he got. He got the feeling of being a problem. And the only way to get rid of this problem was to build a case. What they never expected was me.
Turner removed his grandson from Liberty after the handcuffing incident. He says he's now in a private school and excelling in academics and athletics. He's ranked 3rd in the country in his age group in javelin.
He's highly intelligent. He makes almost straight A's every report period. He does very, very well in the school that he's in.
What's the difference?
The difference is the attention that he's getting that he didn't get.
The district declined to comment on the allegations or the lawsuit. They have petitioned a judge to dismiss the suit. According to Turner, the principal and teacher are no longer with the district. Meanwhile, Turner says his goal is to prevent this from happening to another child.
What we just cannot do is just let the system physically abuse, mentally abuse, and handcuff a little kid and then expect them to just go on with life as if nothing happened and say, oh, we made a mistake, we're sorry that happened. No, not this time.
And Rick poured through the lawsuit. It suggests other young students may have been handcuffed as well. We filed a right-to-know request with the Pittsburgh School District requesting those specific documents, and we are awaiting that information. An emotional interview you will see only on 11. We sat down with the mother of little Nalani Johnson, the 2-year-old who was kidnapped and later found dead in a park. Nalani was with her father and a woman on Labor Day weekend when police say the woman drove off with her in the car. They found her days later. Tonight on Channel 11 News at 5, her mother is now looking for the strength to go on.
I'll look at the time and like, oh my God, it's 5 o'clock. I have to go pick up Nalani from daycare. And then it'll sit to me like, wait, no. When I look around and check my surroundings and I'm like, okay, wait, no.
What she wants us to know about her daughter and what she has to say to the woman charged in her murder. Please join us tonight at 5 on Channel 11 News.
Pittsburgh police could soon get new body cameras. These cameras are a bit different than the ones we've seen before. City Council is set to vote next week on buying 950 of the cameras from Axon Enterprise. They include a signal sidearm sensor that will switch on the officer's body camera when a gun or taser is removed from a holster. But that's not all. Cameras worn by other officers standing within 35 feet will also turn on. Police Chief Scott Schubert told the Trib that they don't want officers to worry about trying to turn their cameras on. He said that's the last thing on their mind when they're in a dangerous situation. The video can be uploaded or live streamed from the field to a nearby police station. The cameras would cost about $10 million.
Police tell us 2 pharmacies in Pittsburgh were targeted this week by thieves. Both happened Wednesday night. Police say a man showed a clerk a gun at the Rite Aid in Morningside and then made off with cash. The second case happened about an hour later at the Rite Aid on the north side. That man pretended to buy candy before emptying the cash register. No indication yet that they are related. Police are asking for help cracking a case at Slippery Rock University. They are looking for this man. Take a look. He is wanted for stealing something, but police aren't saying what. They are also hoping somebody may recognize the car he was driving.
The rules are now in place in the impeachment inquiry after yesterday's vote. They open the door for public hearings and more witnesses. Our Jacqueline Fell takes us through what we can expect on Capitol Hill over the next few weeks.
A divided House took that critical step forward yesterday, approving rules for the visible part of this investigation. Next up, public hearings, though there's no schedule yet. A final vote on impeachment is still likely months down the road. The resolution outlines the rules, including a measure that will allow Republicans to subpoena their own witnesses. That is, as long as the Democratic committee chairmen agree. It also allows President Trump and his lawyers to cross-examine witnesses and object to certain lines of questioning. Republicans say the process is still unfair to the president.
Trying to put a ribbon on a sham process doesn't make it any less of a sham.
What we're dealing with here is a case, sadly, of abuse of power, betrayal of the American people, and the oath of office that the president took.
The president is calling the impeachment inquiry a witch hunt. Democrats are hoping to still bring in several people for questioning, including former National Security Advisor John Bolton. In Washington, Jacqueline Fell, Channel 11 News.
A statewide poll by Franklin and Marshall College shows 57% of Pennsylvania voters support the impeachment inquiry, while 42% oppose it.
Well, we are in the thick of flu season, and washing your hands like we usually do may not be enough to prevent it.
What you need to start doing now that could stop you from getting sick.
And we're running low on prescription drugs, including blood pressure and cancer meds. The problem starting with drug makers next.
7-day forecast. Now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
There is growing alarm about America's prescription drug supply. You may have seen some of the headlines. Critical shortages on blood pressure medications, and it doesn't end there. According to the FDA, there are shortages of 116 drugs, including a cancer medication for children. A hearing on Capitol Hill this week looked at one reason: dependence on drugs made in other countries. But for hospitals, the situation is beyond the point of holding hearings.
This is the fourth time in the last 2 years we've had to activate our hospital's emergency operations plan for a major drug shortage.
The FDA says quality issues are contributing to shortages because drugs that don't meet quality standards are taken off the market, creating a shortfall.
It's that time of year again. The enrollment period for the Affordable Care Act is now underway. If you need to enroll, you have 6 weeks to do it. The period ends December 15th. Senate Democrats are hosting consultation events across Pennsylvania to help you figure out your best insurance option. There's one November 13th in Sewickley, November 14th in Whitehall, November 25th in Homewood, and December 2nd in Turtle Creek.
We're going to have to re-examine the way that we are washing our hands.
Washing our hands to avoid the flu doesn't seem like a tough job, but some doctors like that one say we're doing it all wrong.
A bundle up sort of weekend. I'm tracking some of the coldest temperatures we've seen for a weekend since March.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows. Spice up your taste buds to your green thumb with tips for your kitchen to yard. Watch Garden Style weekdays at 3 p.m. right here on WPXI Now.
Not all stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live. You wash your hands or maybe use the hand sanitizer and you think you're safe now from the flu.
But one study found there's a problem with that. Channel 11 News anchor Lisa Sylvester found out why this is so concerning for doctors.
This flu season is going to be early, and it's supposed to be very intense.
The warning is out there, and cases already are reported around the city. So how do you protect yourself?
Some people think using hand sanitizer helps.
I use it, I don't know, every time I walk by it. I'm kind of a germaphobe, so a lot of times.
I have it with me all the time.
But Dr. Richard Sullivan says it might not be enough. New research shows the flu virus can still spread, even after hand washing and using hand sanitizers.
Because we're spreading it from our sinuses and our nose and our throat. And it turns out that when it's covered with mucus, the usual soaps that we have been using to clean our hands are not as effective as we originally thought.
Sullivan says the study found people need to wash and sanitize their hands longer than 30 seconds.
It needs up to 4 minutes to kill all the bacteria and the viruses, particularly the flu.
He adds if you use hand sanitizer, you need to use more than just a few drops. That shocked people we talked to.
No, that would take 4 minutes to absorb, and my hands would be wrecked.
So you don't see yourself using that much like they're saying?
No one uses that much.
Sullivan says the best protection you can take is to get a flu shot.
You will be protected yourself, and you're going to protect the people around you.
Dr. Sullivan says the flu can last up to a week on surfaces, and that's why it's important to wash your hands after you cough or sneeze and before you eat. Lisa Sylvester, Channel 11 News.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
High temperature middle of January is about 37 degrees. We're at 35 right now. We'll get a little bit above 37, but boy, what a drastic change from yesterday. Had the severe thunderstorms roll through parts of the area. The flooding had all the wind damage yesterday afternoon. Well, that was a powerful cold front that came through, and behind it, there is not much heat. 35 right now, mostly cloudy skies. Wind chill still 26 degrees. Now, visible satellite, here it comes. There will be some sunshine this afternoon. We're going to road away these clouds, especially south of I-80, and there will be some sunshine this afternoon, a brightening sky, and eventually we'll get that temperature up into the low 40s. But weather in a word today, cold. Temperature is going to average about 15 to 20 degrees below normal for a high today. We're only making it to 43. Normal high temperature about 57 degrees. Now, not as windy as it was late yesterday and last night, but still a bit of a breeze, adding that chill in the air. High school football games tonight. Dozens of schools in action for the first week of high school football playoffs. So thousands and thousands of people will be out in the stands tonight. 40 at kickoff with mostly clear skies. All the highlights tonight on Channel 11 News. 11 at 11, beginning at 11:15 with Chase Williams and Chris Carter. Overnight tonight, mostly clear. We'll drop down to 30 for the overnight low. So definitely frost on the pumpkin first thing tomorrow morning, and then during the day tomorrow we make it back to 48 degrees. Good deal of sunshine tomorrow. Clouds increase late in the day, and we'll start the day Sunday with some clouds, and then we'll pull those away during the afternoon. This is a reinforcing shot of cold air. You can tell because we're warmer Saturday than we will be Sunday by about 5 or 6 degrees. So not a huge cold front, but enough to keep the chill in the air. Storm tracker brings the clouds in late tomorrow. A couple sprinkles with the front, maybe a flurry or two behind the front, but nothing that is going to stick. Don't forget, Saturday night, turn the clocks back 1 hour, officially at 2 a.m., but just do it when you go to bed. That way, you get that extra hour of sleep on Sunday night. And unfortunately, the sun sets very early on Sunday at 5:15. Rest of your 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Seasonably chilly Monday and Tuesday, still a bit below normal. Partly sunny Monday, 52. A couple showers developing by Tuesday afternoon and a high temperature of 53 degrees.
Well, right on cue with the weather, just as Scott just mentioned, we're going to fall back on Sunday morning to mark the end of daylight saving time.
A new poll by the Associated Press found that 70% of Americans prefer not to switch back and forth. We've been asking viewers if they support dropping daylight saving time, and most viewers say drop it. There is a bill being considered now that would do just that.
Kennywood is preparing for winter. We go behind the scenes as they clear the jackrabbit from its trap.
Everything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
A new memorial is set to open this weekend in honor of the heroes of United Flight 93. A trail of remembrance will be dedicated tomorrow afternoon at the Flight 93 Memorial in Somerset County. The trail will allow visitors to see how the site has changed since the temporary memorial was erected in 2001. If the weather isn't enough, here's another sign that summer is over. The jackrabbit at Kennywood has gone into hibernation for the season, and you can see here from the Trib, crews disconnected the cars so they can be refurbished in the off-season. The jackrabbit was built in 1920. See, that's when I can go on. But we'll be ready to go for next spring. As for Kennywood, it is now closed to visitors until the start of holiday lights. That's November 22nd. One leader at Pitt took time out for some Halloween fun ahead of tomorrow's big game at Georgia Tech. Check it out.
Yes. So great. So great.
That's Assistant Director of Player Personnel Carlo Zavko. He dressed up as a mannequin at Pitt headquarters. He had a whole lot of fun scaring folks, and you can see the entire video at our website, WPXI.com.
Just great reactions there. Speaking of Georgia Tech, a student there got an internship with a big company with a little creativity. He crafted this sticky note, "Hire me" message on his apartment window, which happens to be within eyesight of the company. You know, look at that. There you go. I thought it was a tiny one. No,
I like it.
The company's response was even better. In sticky notes in their window, they asked for his email, and they got it.
The subject was saying good posting, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I sent him my resume and all, and he's like, yeah, he just sent that to the hiring team, and they'll contact me soon.
Well, he starts his internship at NCR Global next summer and hopes this inspires others to be a little creative when it comes to going after what you want.
Great idea. Worked out great for him, that's for sure. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5.
You can get breaking news updates anytime at our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.
Enjoy.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
This is Take 5.